Top 10 best football clubs 2024. Number 10, Juventus. The old ladies can't just be forgotten yet. It's true they haven't been at their best form for the past 3 years or more, but walking to 2024, they are quite emboldened and solidified. With good match results in 2024, they currently sit second on the league table with a hope to clinch the league. Number 9, Inter Milan. Though their performances haven't been quite stable, but in the past few years, they have cemented themselves a dominant force in European football. Most recently, when they were runners-up in the European Champions League final, which Manchester City won the title. Inter Milan currently top the Serie A table with good results and with the hope of winning the league. Number 8, Bayer Leverkusen. It would be a big mistake if you fail to mention this team, although they haven't been a dominant force. But when it comes to 2024, Bayer Leverkusen, as of this time, they are still unbeaten. They currently top the Bundesliga, and we recently saw them beat Bayern Munich 3-0. So it's no doubt Bayer Leverkusen are currently the face of the Bundesliga. Number 7, PSG. When it comes to the European football, especially the Champions League, Paris Saint-Germain might not be seen as a threat, but in the France League 1, they are the dominant force. Their best attempts in the Champions League was when they came runners-up in the Champions League final against Bayern Munich in 2020. And since then, they haven't made such progress in the Champions League, even after having the best players in the world, which included Lionel Messi, Kylian Mbappe, and Neymar Jr. Paris Saint-Germain are still regarded dominant forces in European football. Number 6, FC Barcelona. 5 years ago, at the mention of the name Barcelona, they were such a threat that you certainly know you will lose the match if you were booked to face them. Although they have fallen from their glory, they can't just be written off yet, as their most recent success was in 2022-23 season when they won the La Liga. Number 5, Liverpool. This is one club that has never failed to impress. In the 2022-23 season, it appeared as if they were fading. They failed to make it to the top 4, thereby being unable to play in the Champions League. But in the 2023-24 season, they were back on fire. Liverpool last won the European Champions League in 2018-19 season, defeating Tottenham Hotspur at the final. They last won the Premier League in 2019-2020 season after beating Manchester City, who came second. Liverpool currently top the Premier League in 2023-24 season, losing only 2 matches so far. Number 4, Arsenal. Mikel Arteta's side cannot just be left out of this just yet. In 2022-23 season, Arsenal came on fire. No one actually expected Arsenal to be as tough as they were, because Arsenal were only seen as an easy team that can be handled. But all of a sudden, Mikel Arteta transformed Arsenal into a world-class team, being a threat to all other clubs in Europe. Last season, Arsenal almost won the Premier League, but it was snatched from them at the dying minute by Manchester City. Though Arsenal are back on hunt for the Premier League title this season. With a good run this season, they currently sit third behind Manchester City on the Premier League table. Number 3, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich has been a team to fear in the whole of Europe. Their most recent success in the European competition was in 2019-20 season when they won the Champions League against PSG at the final. They have been the dominant side of the Bundesliga over a decade, and they are no doubt a world-class team. Number 2, Real Madrid. Real Madrid has been regarded as the most successful team in recent memory. This is a team that is feared by almost all other teams in the whole of Europe. Their football success, their organization, and their prestige have made great players ignore other clubs just to be at Real Madrid. Real Madrid have won the European Champions League for a record 14 times, and their success in Europe can never be overemphasized. Number 1. Manchester City. This is a club that wasn't seen as a threat at all 10 years ago, but as soon as Pep Guardiola stepped in as the manager, he transformed the club to a world-class team. And today, Manchester City are the most feared team on the planet. Their best year ever came in 2022-23 season when they won the European Champions League, the FA Cup, and the Premier League, making them just the second team in the Premier League history to win the treble. And since Guardiola stepped into power as the manager, Manchester City have won the Premier League 5 times in 6 years and are in a hunt for the 6th Premier League in 7 years. And they are no doubt the best team in the world right now. If you think you have missed anything here, just feel free to let us know in the comment box below. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell.